Tonight, South Carolina is now reporting its second straight year of declining overdose deaths. The state says fatal overdoses dropped more than 30% between 2023 and 2024. News 19's Megan Doxius, though, is diving into those numbers in more detail.
For the second year in a row, South Carolina is seeing fewer people die from drug overdoses. New data from the Department of Public Health shows 1,481 people died of an overdose in 2024. That's a drop of more than 31%. The numbers come from death certificates across the state. Julia Horan is the director of the Substance Use Prevention Unit with the State Department of Public Health.
Every county in the Midlands saw a decrease in drug overdose deaths, which is really great to see.
Opioids continue to cause the largest number of deaths from overdose. On this map, it shows the number of opioid-involved deaths per county, where counties like Richland and Lexington saw less than 50, and counties like Calhoun, Clarendon, and Saluda saw 0. Horan says one trend is moving in the wrong direction.
We have seen an increase in stimulants, like cocaine, so that's definitely something that we're keeping an eye on. And again, most of the time, fentanyl is laced in the stimulants.
Health leaders credit much of the overall decline to wider access to naloxone, better known as Narcan, the medication that can reverse an opioid overdose.
Bystanders are trained and are ready to respond to overdose. So even though overdoses are still occurring, more and more people have naloxone on hand and are administering it and saving lives. So
Holly also Brooks knows how important those life-saving tools can be. She lost her son to a fentanyl overdose in 2020. Today, she runs the nonprofit Fentanyl Kills You, providing education, support, and free Narcan to communities across the state.
I think there's a stigma around Narcan still that it allows people to use. It allows people to stay alive, is what it does, until they can get to a space where they are ready to quit and ready to get help.
Also, Brooks says the declining numbers are encouraging, but they should not create a false sense of security.
Fentanyl is still out there. Do not be deceived because these numbers are going down. That is wonderful that the numbers are going down, but it is still very much in our communities, and we have to continue to try to fight against this.
Reporting in Columbia, Megan Doxius, News 19, WLTX.
Megan, thank you. DPH says with continued outreach, support, and education through them and also their community partners, they hope to see those numbers continue to decrease. And happening tomorrow, I'm sitting down with the Drug Enforcement Administration ahead of Saturday's first Walk for Lives event that's happening over at Lexington High School. I'm excited to share what they are working on for that big event.